Get a plan. Osco, that my whoa. On the low. Got screen on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't flavor. Say amen. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Tell it like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was on us. We was the drive them hunters. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. Know me. I walk up and demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the fan up. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, fast as Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't flavor. Say amen. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Tell it like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was on us. We was the drive them hunters. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Giants are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Rams offense that wants to prove it can do some damage. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Manning now on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Austin. Uses the spin. Called that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Got a man. It's the rookie, Josh Reynolds. A good pickup there. 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Austin's got it left side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A'Shawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama. A big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he's going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Goff. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. To throw is Goff. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the... Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Jarvis Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, fighting off the defender. In search of redemption from the pick six. Gone. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A'Shawn Robinson able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. And he's going to go down again. A'Shawn Robinson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
They'll run. It's Vereen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun now for Manning. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Here's Vereen. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Manning going to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now,
yeah,
can't he? And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Shane Vereen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up week. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to him because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Over the middle to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what
And he loses the football a second time. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball.
I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill.
Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Alec Ogletree in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that when he had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him?
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. I mean, Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Into the red zone now. Manning. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Working from the gun, Manning. A dump off to Vereen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Throwing now is Manning, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, gone. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Always get Sammy Watkins. He's going to go. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Open space inside the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4th down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Lance Dunbar, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the 2nd, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll run here with Vereen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watkins. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And some room to work. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in it. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Goff Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Goff to Watkins for a Rams first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 2nd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game,
they'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Value 3. 2 for 66.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. This is caught. Watkins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go and find his way into the end zone.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Manning. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On play action. Now Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the run, here's Vereen. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Alec Ogletree in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Manning now to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Manning now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Dwayne Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem.
And this will be caught at the 30, and all the way down to the 29. A big play, Goff to Austin, 42 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They come out here in the eye. He'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now Manning throwing on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that'll set them back 5. The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Manning. It's complete. Vereen. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard, right near midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
From midfield, here's Manning. to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run it with Vereen. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They'll run with Darkwa. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwa. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's second down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he finds who else? Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Will Tukuafu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Manning to throw on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Manning. He finds Beckham complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here. On play action, it's Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Manning. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Alec Ogletree in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Brad Wing now. Time for a break as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
He's got Watkins on the out route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And his throw here is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run again with Green. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Manning to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Woods the intended receiver, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Ravens have wound up winning that affair. Joe Flacco, 2 touchdown passes in the W. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Polo to the flow, though. You already know, though. It's Adamville for real. You see ya, just take a photo. I'm reppin' that's on photo with a on your bro, though. Cause that Jodo thought that he could rob a player for some no-do. Oh no, also Allen Temple. Also England Mountain. Also Misty Valley. And I got a couple yesterday out of Cali. And my bag from the valley bought me brand new balance. And I'm playing with a no American dream, dusty roll. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on bowl. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Rick flat, flashy. Don't I look dashy? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. Dash with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that